Episode 3. Sebastian and Ciel spend some time together and Sebastian reads a newspaper article that describes a strange case where a woman was burned to death in London. She was recently married and the cause of her murder is still a mystery. The Queen has announced that as a way to prevent this kind of death, she has tasked her special agents codenamed Dog and Spider to solve the case. Ciel is also interested in the case as there has not been a death involving a person going up in flames in quite some time. Ciel also does not know who these special agents are. Sebastian is then told by Ciel that he must not inform Angelina Dowles of their mission. She will get worried and might cause problems for them. Sebastian promises his master to keep the task a secret. Ciel takes a carriage ride and there he starts to question how much of his family history does he really know. He thinks that his enemies will grow bolder when he takes over his father's job, but he is ready for them and wants to defeat all of them. Sebastian and Ciel begin their investigation and they soon find out that there are many women who have burned to death in recent weeks. All of these women before their death have gotten their photo taken by an old married couple. Ciel and Sebastian think that maybe those are the killers, and while they proceed with the detective work they meet with Grell Sutcliffe. He explains that he is also searching for the killer because he wants to collect their soul at midnight. Grell also reveals some important information about the case. It seems when the women burn up, their bodies and soul get destroyed. This is part of some sort of spell. The group managed to find the killer and she confesses to all of her crimes. She is unhappy in her marriage and was forced to marry that man against her will. She just wanted true love. One day a man with golden eyes came to her and promised to make her life better if she commits those murders. She then decides to burn herself right before she reveals the name of the man with golden eyes. Ciel and Sebastian are frustrated as they have not found the true villain behind this entire plan, and Ciel wants to learn more about Dog and Spider, those agents of the Queen. Later in the day, Sebastian gives Ciel certain records that show Phantom Hive was in charge of solving cases, but the Tracy family would take care of the investigation later on. Episode 4. Ciel and Sebastian continue working on cases together. They soon find another interesting case. This time someone has been kidnapped. Sebastian and Ciel go on board a train and there they start their investigation. Sebastian spots Claude on the train as well, but he decides to not tell Ciel to avoid upsetting him. On board the train, a notorious killer has been taken by the police and they are transporting him to a secure location. The officer in charge is Fred Aberline's twin brother. Ciel does not have any memories of Aberline and his family. Sebastian and Ciel finally manage to uncover a kidnapping plot and they stop the kidnapping from happening. But it is then revealed that kidnappers have planted a bomb on the train. The entire train is also heading straight towards a broken bridge. Sebastian then takes matters into his own hands. He manages to find the kidnappers and he kills them. He then proceeds to deactivate the bombs right as they are about to blow up. He also stops the murderer who tries to escape police custody. The train is also stopped before it reaches the broken bridge. Claude then confronts Sebastian and invites both him and Ciel to the Tracy mansion. Ciel has been wanting to defeat the Tracy family for quite some time. Claude also says something really troubling to Sebastian. He declares that at the Tracy estate, Ciel will finally get his revenge. Episode 5. The Tracy estate is officially preparing a masked ball. Sebastian and Ciel will attend. Sebastian goes to talk with Princess Soma and Agni. He explains that Ciel has lost much of his memory and he must be protected by all costs. Sebastian tells them to keep a close eye on Ciel but does not tell him anything is wrong. Ciel arrives at the Tracy mansion and he feels a bit anxious, like he is in the lair of the enemy. The maids in the mansion act rather strange and creepy and they even steal Ciel's eye patch. Ciel then chases after the maid but he starts to feel very ill and he begins to hallucinate. Ciel sees the events that happened before, while he was dead. He remembers seeing Sebastian fight Claude and the whole event. Ciel runs out of there and goes into the woods. There he realizes that the maid was actually Alois dressed up as a woman. Alois is cruel and crazy. He announces that he will kill every guest at the ball if Ciel does not surrender himself. He has followed Ciel into the woods and now he wants him to kneel and surrender. Ciel then tells Sebastian that he requires his protection. Ciel tries to understand what Alois truly wants, but he just keeps repeating the same thing over and over. Sebastian shows up as well to protect his master. Alois then orders Claude to attack Ciel and Sebastian goes in to fight him.